Tadandi Swapnatikam. Namo Vishnapadaya, Krishna Prishtaya, Budale, Srimate Bhakti Vedanta Swamin Nidinamine. Namaste, Saraswati Deve, Gauravani Pracharini, Nirvishesha Shunyavadi, Pasha Direshtarin. Jai Shri Krishna Chaitanya, Prabhu Nityananda, Shri Advaita Radha, Shri Vasadi Bhaktavinda. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Okay, so Rupa Goswami, Srila Rupa Goswami has compiled this book. And does anyone know the pranam mantra of Rupa Goswami? This is the pranam mantra of Rupa Goswami. Any idea? I just chanted also. Don't know? Just now I recited. Shri Chaitanya Manobishtam. Yeah. Shri Chaitanya Manobishtam Stapitam Yena Bhutale Swayam Rupa Kata Mahyam. So Shri Chaitanya Manobishtam. Rupa Goswami is the one who established Sri Chaitanya Mano Abhishtam, like the desire of Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. Okay, what was the desire? Chaitanya Mahaprabhu wanted the holy name to be spread in every town and village. He wanted Vaishnava books to be written. He wanted the pastime place in Vrindavan to be excavated, in the sense it was not to be found, so it has to re-excavate those places. So all this Sri Chaitanya Mano Abhishtam Stapitam Yena Bhutale. So the desires which Chaitanya Mahaprabhu had, it had to be established on the Bhutale, on the earth. And Swayam Rupa, who did that? It's Swayam Rupa Goswami. Kadamahyam Tadandi. And when will I get the dust of the lotus feet of Srila Rupa Goswami, who established the desires of Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu? So when Prabhupada, initially Prabhupada's disciples, they were not so well versed in scriptures and all. They just chant Hare Krishna, they know a little bit philosophy. So Prabhupada will say, go and preach there in China and Japan and Pakistan and all the different, very difficult countries. So they're like, Prabhupada, we don't know anything, we can't do it. So Prabhupada's like, always when you feel you can't do any service of preaching or whatever, you have to recite two verses. One is, Om Ajnana Timirandasya Jnananjana Shalali. So for the Guru's blessing. Second is Rupa Goswami's blessings. Sri Chaitanya Mano Apishtam Stapitam Yena Bhutale Swayam Rupa Kadamahyam Kadandi Swapadantikam. You go to Vrindavan Institute of Higher Education, where all these Bhakti Shastri courses have been happening for years. And you see Rupa Goswami's big photograph kept in the altar. Because Rupa Goswami is the one who actually leads a movement, or Prabhupada says he is the one who given us so many books to us to study, to understand Vaishnavism. So Rupa Goswami, we are Rupa Anugas. We are called Rupa Anugas. Anuga means what?
Follower.
Someone who follows. So Rupa Anugas, we are called Rupa Anugas. Okay. So Rupa Goswami. So Vande Rupa Sanatana Raghu Yuga Shri Jiva Gopalaga. So you've seen like what Mataji was asking. So in the altar, you see the Guru Parampara, you see A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami Srila Prabhupada, then his Guru Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Thakur, his Guru Gaura Kishora Das Babaji, his Guru Bhakti Vinodha Thakur, and his Guru Jagannath Das Babaji. And after that, you see 6 of them with white cloths. They are not wearing saffron, and they are the Shad Goswamis, the 6 Goswamis of Vrindavan. So who are they? Like, no, many don't know about them. The 6 Goswamis of Vrindavan, they are the disciples of Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, and they're very, very dear to Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. They are Manjaris, Radha Krishna Leelas. Okay, and they have come when Sri Krishna Chaitanya Radha Krishna Nehiyanya, when Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu came as combined form of Radha and Krishna, these Manjaris also came down as Rupa Goswami, Sanatana Goswami, Jiva Goswami, Raghunath Das Goswami, Raghunath Bhatta Goswami, Gopal Bhatta Goswami. In that, even though Sanatana Goswami is the eldest, Rupa Goswami is the one who actually went to Vrindavan first. Does anyone know why? This is all in Chaitanya Charitamrita. Okay, so now then what happened? Sanatana Goswami is the eldest. They both were working for Nawab Hussain Shah, the Muslim ruler. And since Rupa Goswami and Sanatana Goswami were so scholarly, even though born in a Brahmin family, they were converted as Dabir Khas and Sakar Malik. And then they were forced to join Nawab Hussain Shah's ministry. They were like very intelligent. So Nawab wanted them in his kingdom. But then they had, being Vaishnavas, they had Gupta Vrindavan in that palace where they used to worship Krishna. But when Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, they met Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu where? For the first time? You do know.
Malta Mataji.
Ramkeli Mataji.
Ramkeli, first time?
Banaras.
First time.
Mataji, Dashashwamedha Ghat.
Very good, Dashashwamedha Ghat. So when they met there, what happened? They had a sincere desire and they prayed to Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, please help us to get out of this problem, and we want to chant your holy name and get attached to you. And Mahaprabhu blessed them. So it was Rupa Goswami who resigned Nawab Hussain Shah's post, and he got a boat full of gold coins at that time. 50% he distributed to the Vaishnavas, 25% he gave to his relatives, 25% he kept with him. And then he went to Vrindavan. So Rupa Goswami went to Vrindavan first. And then for 10 days, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu advised Rupa Goswami, and that 10 days philosophy came as Bhakti Rasamrita Sindhu. Okay, Mahaprabhu described about devotional service, devotion, 3 types of devotees, all about sadhana to Rupa Goswami. And Rupa Goswami started writing this book called Bhakti Rasamrita Sindhu, Nectar of Devotion. The real Bhakti Rasamrita Sindhu has been, Prabhupada didn't touch it, in the sense he didn't translate word to word from there. It has all the slokas. The book which you have will not have the slokas. You will not find any slokas in that. I'll send you a different PDF where you have to memorize 4 slokas from NOD. The slokas is in the original book, and we won't be able to digest that. So Prabhupada gave us a simplified synopsis copy. And Nectar of Devotion is basically Prabhupada have written only for practicing devotees. So please don't talk about Nectar of Devotion to the neophyte public people or level 1 students or those who are new to Bhagavad Gita. Let them get exposed to it. That's why even in Bhakti Shastri, we took you through Bhagavad Gita, completed it. Then we went to Nectar of Devotion. Then and Ishopanishad should come last. That's how your realization will come. It's a little difficult book because it's a Goswami book. And in Nectar of Devotion, there are 54 chapters. And we are covering only 19 chapters. Because for 19 chapter reach with Prema Bhakti, Bhava Bhakti. And after that, very difficult for us to understand. So nothing wrong in reading, but 19 chapters is enough. And that we will see today. So then when Rupa Goswami went to Vrindavan and started writing books, Sanatana Goswami, his elder brother, he also thought like, I also wanted to go like my brother. But Nawab was not allowing him to resign. So Sanatana Goswami took a long leave saying that I'm sick. So Nawab sent his physician, and the physician said, nothing is wrong with Sanatana Goswami's health is perfect. And Nawab himself went to his house and saw Sanatana Goswami taking Bhagavatam class, saying that he is sick with a sick leave. So Nawab arrested Sanatana Goswami, put him in jail. So because of that, Sanatana Goswami could not go to Vrindavan first because he was in jail. And later on, Rupa Goswami sent him some gold coins, and then he escaped from the jail. So it's all given in Chaitanya Charitamrita. I'm not going deep into it, but it's very nice to read about the Goswamis. And so there are different sections of Bhakti Rasamrita Sindhu. Okay, we'll see the ultimate goal of Prayojana, understanding Krishna, is Akhila Rasamrita Murti. What do you mean by Akhila Rasamrita Murti? What is the meaning? Akhila Rasamrita Murti. Akhila means all. Okay. So Krishna is called Akhila Rasamrita Murti, means all the rasas will be obtained from Krishna. Like you want friendship, Sakyaras, you'll get it. You want to see Krishna as your lover, Madhuryaras, you'll get it. You want to see Krishna as your son, Valsalaras, you'll get it. So you'll get all, and not only those 5 primary rasas, the 7 secondary rasas, all the 12 rasas you can get from Krishna.
All rasa person.
Rasa Abhas is different. Rasa Abhas means when you say Radha Krishna, that is good. But if we say Radha Narayan, that is Rasa Abhas. Bhava Abhas or Rasa Abhas. Abhas is a wrong thing. I mean, Rasa.
Hare Krishna. I said all rasa person. I mean Murti.
Rasamrita Murti, yes. All the rasas will be available or we get it from Krishna. Like when Krishna entered, where is it? Mathura to kill Kamsa when he went. When Krishna was entering Mathura there, all the inhabitants of Mathura, when Krishna was entering to Dwaraka, all people saw Krishna in different way. The elderly mother saw Krishna as a small boy, or they had Valsilaras. The young ladies saw Krishna in Madhuraras. So all the rasas are available from Krishna. It's called Akila Rasamrita Murti. And pure devotional service is Anyabhilashida Shunyam Jnana Karmadhanavritam Anukulyana Krishna Shela Bhaktiruttama. Anya Abhilashida Shunyam means there is no other material desires except to serve Krishna. Jnana Karmadi Anavritam. Jnana and Karma has nothing to do with it. And Anukulyana Krishna Shela. You have to be favorable towards Krishna. Not like Kamsa and Shishupal. They were also Krishna conscious. Why do you say Kamsa and Shishupal was also Krishna conscious?
They were continuously thinking about
Because
him.
yes, they were remembering Krishna. But
Kamsa
all the
was
time.
thinking about Krishna even before Krishna was born. No? Because after the Akash Dwani, and he was thinking about Krishna, 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 Krishna. So they were also Krishna conscious, but in a negative way. So Prabhupada's like, don't be Pratikulyena, we should be Anukulyena, Krishna Anushilanam, Bhakti Ruttama. That is first class Bhakti. That is pure devotional service. You have to memorize this sloka. Anya Bilashida Shunyam Jnana Karmadi Anavritam Anukulyena Krishna Anushilanam Bhakti Ruttama. That's the best bhakti you can do. Anya Bilashida Shunyam. To reach that level, we are still not there. That is pure devotees. That's our goal actually. And there are 6 characteristics of pure devotional service, which we'll be covering in the first chapter. There are 6 features. When somebody does pure devotional service, how do we know? Kleshagni. Kleshagni means all material distress will go. Shubhada, everything auspicious will start happening. Sandrananda Visheshatma, you will feel immense bliss, happy. And today, for Mangaluru, His Holiness, the Sugadev Swami Maharaj was here, and we were fortunate 3-4 days. Nice association of devotees and Vaishnav Seva we got. And that time when Maharaj was there, he was dancing and dancing in ecstasy, and we also we got that. Now, otherwise Mangalarati will be like half sleepy, half awake, and somehow it's like in some other, our body is there, mind will be somewhere or something. But for 2-3 days, Mangalarati was like very nice, and they're so energetic, all were jumping with dancing and nice association. The hall was full. So this is Santrananda Visheshatma, means it's not, we are not reached pure devotional service. Still, since a pure devotee was with us, Maharaj was with us. Why Maharaj was special is, he have done his MBBS, MD, DM in urology and in US. And then he joined ISKCON, he left everything, became a full-time brahmachari, and he went to Nellore. He went to Nellore and he wanted to have a temple there. So when he built a temple, he knew that he heard that Prabhupada also had a desire to have a temple in Nellore, but Prabhupada could not get the plot. So this Maharaj, he went, His Holiness Shukadev Swami Maharaj, he went and he bought a land to build a temple. And then he came to know Prabhupada had already laid a foundation stone somewhere in Nellore, and Prabhupada could not get the plot. So Prabhupada had a desire for a temple in Nellore. Maharaj went to that place, digged that laying stone by Srila Prabhupada, the stone which Prabhupada had laid, took that stone, came to his plot and put it there, and he built a temple on that stone. In a sense, he's been empowered by Prabhupada. What else, what proof you need to know that he's been especially the mercy, he got the special mercy of Srila Prabhupada. So when that pure devotee was among us, we felt like very, very energetic. So that Sandhananda Visheshatma, that is completely bliss, very blissful. They will not be sad or upset, always bliss. So Kleshagni, Shubhada, Chandrananda Visheshatma, Krishna Akarshni. Pure devotional service is the only thing which can attract Krishna. Nothing else. Janmaishwarya Sudarshri Etamana Padapuma Naidharati Abida Tumbai Tvam Akimchana Gochara. Janma Aishwarya Sudarshri Kunti Devi in Kunti Studi Srimad Bhagavatam says that nothing can attract Krishna. You're born in a big rich family, you are so rich or beautiful, or you have a lot of knowledge, or you have a lot of degrees. Krishna is not bothered because he is already Akila Rasam. He is always Shadaishwarya Purna. He has everything in full. But pure devotional service will attract even Krishna. So Krishna Akarshni. And Sudurlabha, it's very, very rare to get pure devotional service because Krishna will not give pure devotion to everyone. Why? You will not see pure devotees everywhere. Only hardly few. Why? We're all devotees. We are all Kanishta. We'll see Kanishta, Madhyama, and Uttamadhikaris. But Uttamadhikaris are like Srila Prabhupada, our Guru Maharaj, and all the Gurujans in Gurus are pure devotees. But how many Gurus you can see, no? So Krishna will not give pure devotion service to everyone. Why?
Because
Because
Krishna
he
will
gets controlled by
become
the
his
devotee.
servant.
Sandhya Mataji?
Mataji, I'm saying that Krishna gets controlled by the devotees. So that's
Yes,
the
very
reason he
good.
will not
Krishna
give them.
gets controlled or Krishna can be purchased by that devotee. So Krishna will not give pure devotional service to everyone. Krishna becomes means addicted to that devotee, or Krishna can be controlled by that devotee. So Krishna checks, or Maya Devi checks whether you are pure or not. So she keeps testing us. Okay, so Kleshagni, Shubha, all these are 6 characteristics of pure devotional service. We'll see. It comes as a different level of advancement. And now we'll basically concentrate on sadhana bhakti because we are all called sadhakas. Sadhaka means what? Who is doing sadhana. Sadhana means our regular chanting of the holy name and hearing Srimad Bhagavatam and reading the scriptures. All that comes. Swadhyaya is reading scriptures, self-study. So sadhana means devotional service in practice. We are practicing our bhakti. So cultivation of Anya Abhilashada Shunyam through engaging our senses with it. Rishikena Rishikesha Sevana Bhakti Ruchi. We engage our senses in serving the master of senses. And Bhava Bhakti. So first is Sadhana Bhakti. We practice devotional service. And Bhava Bhakti is devotional service in ecstasy. Once you keep doing Sadhana Bhakti, what happens? You reach Bhava, where it's a preliminary stage to topmost perfection. And the last is Prema Bhakti. You reach the topmost stage. Okay. So we'll see Nectar of Devotion preface and introduction. Here it is mentioned Krishna as Akhila Rasamrita Murti. Means Krishna is the embodiment of all rasas. Like today when Mataji was cooking in the kitchen and a DP kitchen and Mataji said, this happiness I don't get anywhere, Mataji. Like you go outside, you get whatever you want in material things. But the happiness which they get from when they are in temple, I mean, so many devotees were sharing, like many of them came and they were all serving Vaishnavas. And that time they said, like this happiness when we are with devotees in the temple, we don't get anywhere. So that because Krishna is there in the temple, Krishna is there everywhere, wherever, even in your house, when you chant the holy name, Krishna is there, but we don't realize. But since in a temple, it's done as an Archa Murti and it's done in a particular proper way, the Lord is always there. It's not different from the Archa Vigraha. So he's there and he's the embodiment of all the rasas. And he maintains eternal relationship with various devotees. These are the rasas. There are 5 primary rasas or direct rasas and 7 secondary rasas. The 5 primary rasas are Madhurya, Valsalya, Sakhya, Dasya, Shanta. Example for Madhurya ras? Who did Madhurya ras with Krishna?
Gopis and Radharani.
And
Chaitanya Mahaprabhu.
he is Radharani's Bhav, okay.
Queens of Dwarka, Mataji.
Queens of Dwaraka, they also did Madhurya ras, but that is Parakiya and Swakiya. There are 2 types of Madhurya ras. One is as a husband-wife relation. Next is the paramour, lover. So that is Madhurya. Valsalya?
Yashoda Mataji.
Who?
Yashoda Maiya and
Yashoda
Yes.
Mataji.
Nanda Maharaj, Devaki, Vasudeva. All this is Valsalya ras. Sakhya?
Arjuna.
Gopas, all the
Arjuna and the
Gopas.
Gopas. Dasya?
That's
Hanuman.
like a Hanuman servant. So yeah,
Chanda?
that's
Parikshit.
Kunti Maharani.
Hmm?
Kunti
Venu,
Maharani.
Venu.
Considering him as the Lord.
Kunti Maharani
Venu,
saw
Venu.
yeah, the flute of Krishna, the cows, the Anandashesh, the bed, all this is Shantaras, serving Krishna in Shantaras. Then indirect, that is secondary rasa is Hasya, laughter, Alputa, astonishment, Virya, chivalry, and Karuna, compassion, Raudra, anger, Bhayangara, dreadful, Bibhatsa. Okay, so the dearest devotee of all is Srimati Radharani. and she have and somebody, is there someone who had all the 5 rasas with Krishna? All
Lord
the
Balram.
yes,
Balram.
Balram, yes. So Balram served Krishna in Shantaras as Anandashesh. Okay, he's Sankarshan. He served even all the ornaments which Krishna wear, the flute and everything which Krishna does. That is in Shantaras. That is, and it's just Balram serving them in the Shantaras. That's why we say we should not keep Mridanga, Kartals and all on the floor just like that, because that's Balram. Anything used in assisting Krishna's worship is Balram. So Krishna, Balram serves Krishna in Shantaras. In Dasya, yes, he massages Krishna's lotus feet when Krishna is tired. Okay, so that's Dasya. Sakya, he is also among the Gopas playing with Krishna. Vatsalya, he become Dauji. He became the elder brother, becomes the elder brother, take care of Krishna. And Madhurya, how Balram serves Krishna in Madhurya Ras? He becomes Ananga Manjari and goes for Rasalila. So they're also in Madhurya. So all the 5 rasas, Balram serves Krishna. It's only him who serves in all the 5 rasas. So pure devotional service definition is Anya Abhilashida Shunyam. Anya Abhilashida means the pure devotee have no other desire. Who are the 4 kind of people surrendering to Krishna?
Artha, Artharthi,
Artharthi, Jnani, Jignasu.
Jnani.
Chaturvida bhajande mam jana sugridinarchana artho jitnyasura artharthi jnani cha paradarshapa. So artho jitnyasu artharthi. Okay. So then these people, some people want money, some people want to come out of distress, some are inquisitive, some just for knowledge they come to Krishna. But pure devotees, these 4 are the categories of neophytes. Okay, that Kanishta Adhikaris. But pure devotees or Uttama Adhikaris are someone who doesn't have any other desire. Srila Prabhupada didn't have any other, he didn't want him to become famous, or he had, the desire was about of Krishna's. He wanted Krishna consciousness to be spread, which is Krishna's desire. Chaitanya Mahaprabhu had the desire, Prithivitya Chayadanagradagram, Sarvatra Prajar Hoy Morana. So every town and village, he wanted his name to be spread. So that is Krishna's desire, not Prabhupada's desire. Now here, if we say that pure devotees are Anya Abhilashada Shunya, means they don't have any material desires. Their desires are all spiritual. And Anya Abhilashada Shunyam. So no other material desires, and all the desires just to please Krishna. So Krishna Anushilana means they have, here it is said, Anukulena, not like Ravana and Kamsa. We just discussed that they were doing Pratikulena. They were having a negative thing. So if we desire to be accepted among such eternally liberated Prema Bhaktas, then we must be free from any other desire. Also it is said, Sarvopadi Vinirmuktam Tatparatvena Nirmalam Rishikena Rishikesha Sevanam Bhakti Ruchate. So start studying Bhakti Rasamrita in those slokas now itself, because it's little difficult than Bhagavad Gita. So Bhagavad Gita slokas are easy comparatively. Next comes Nectar of Devotion, next comes NOI, and next comes Isho, and next is Bhagavatam sloka. So it's gradually increasing. So start studying now itself, Nectar of Devotion, the 4 slokas, understand the meaning. I'll take a separate class just for the slokas to understand the meaning and reciting it. So this is the second sloka that you have to memorize. Sarvopadi Vinirmuktam Tatparatvena Nirmalam Rishikena Rishikesha Sevanam Bhakti Ruchate. When we do Bhakti, which is Rishikena Rishikesha Sevanam, when we use all our senses to serve the master of sense, like eyes to see Krishna's beautiful form, to read the scriptures, dress the deities, make garlands, ears to hear about Krishna, tongue to taste Krishna Prasadam, and hands to cook bhoga or do service. And all the senses are used in Krishna service. What happened? 2 things will happen. Sarva Upadi Vinirmuktam. You'll come out of all your material designation. Oh, I'm so and so. All that will go, and you'll become Jivera Sorabhuhai Krishna Nityadas. You'll become servant of Krishna. Sarva Upadi Vinirmuktam. Tat Paratvena Nirmalam. Your senses becomes purified. Rishikena Rishikeshana Bhakti Richard. That's also first class Bhakti. Okay, so Bhakti will flow to Krishna as Ganges to the sea. Yeah, you can't stop Ganges from flowing to the sea. It will definitely flow. Okay, and devotees don't desire any 5 types of liberation. Does anyone know what are the 5 types of liberation?
Yes, Mataji. Sarupya, Sajujya, Salokya,
Ayodhya.
Yes. So what is
Samipya.
Sarupya? Snigdha Mataji, Sarupya is
is all 400 form like
the form in
Krishna.
Vaikuntha, no? Yes.
Same form.
So as Sarupya, Rupa means the same form as the Lord, the 400 form. Okay. Then Samipya means
Near, staying near God.
near
Near
the Lord.
Lord's
Samipya, very good. And Salokya,
Same abode.
In the same
planet.
place
Loka.
as Same Krishna. loka.
what
Same
is the
place.
difference between Samipya and Salokya?
Salukya is in
Krishna-
Vaikuntha and Samipya is near God.
That can be also in Vaikuntha, not only in Goloka.
Doing
Sam-
personal
It should be in
service,
relation with
Mataji.
Who
But
said that?
Krishna can
relation
be
with-
anywhere.
I did.
Krishna can
Personal
be anywhere.
service.
Yeah,
I mean,
personal service. Personal service is available in Samipya. You're near to the Lord and you can personally serve the Lord. Salokya, you are in the same world where the Lord is, and you will be doing be far service. But here you can see Vapu Seva, like you will be so near. So Samipya, Sarupya, Salokya. Then Salokya.
Sarsti.
Sashti. Sashti means
Opulence as
Same
same
opulence.
opulence as the Lord. And what is Sayuja Mukti?
Merging with the Lord.
Merging with
the Brahmajyoti. And who does that? Merging. Will the devotees do?
The Mayavadis.
Brahmavadis.
Brahmavadis.
Nirakharvadis.
Ashtangi yogis.
The yogis
Brahmavadis.
or the Mayavadis
Same
or
personalists.
impersonalists. They want to merge into the Brahmajyoti. So a devotee, okay, even though a devotee goes for liberation or mukti, moksha, he doesn't want the 5th one, which is Sayuja, merging into the Brahmajyoti. Because Aryu Krichena Parampadam Tat Padanti. Again, you have to come back. And that's not the right type of liberation or mukti. So these 4 things, even a devotee doesn't want that also. When Villamangalam Thakur was asked by Mukti Devi, please accept me, I'll give you liberation. He's like, no. Te Mughaladanjali Swayam Sevaya Rasmi. Mukti Devi is in his doorstep with folded hands. But he doesn't take in the sense, a devotee doesn't want liberation. Mama Janmani Shere Bhavadar Bhakti Rahetu Geetvai. Life after life, the devotee wants to become, that person wants to become a devotee, not liberation. Like Bhaktivinoda Thakur said, even next life, whatever my karma is, even if I become an insect, let me become an insect in a devotee's house so that I keep hearing Harinam, I keep hearing Bhagavad Gita, Bhagavatam, I can taste some prasadam which is fallen on the floor. So that means so much devotee association he wanted. Okay, so they reject liberation. A devotee doesn't want liberation. So the pure devotional service have 6 characteristics. What are they? Kleshagni, it destroys all the sufferings. Shubhada, it becomes all auspiciousness. And Moksha Lagugrat, it derides liberation. Liberation also a pure devotee doesn't want. Sudurlabha, rarely attained. Sandrananda Visheshatma, there is so much bliss in them. And Sri Krishna Akarshni, it attracts Krishna. So you should be knowing this. If you can't memorize the Sanskrit words, no problem. At least you should know the English terms. Like what are the 6 things happens in pure devotional service? 6 characteristics. Okay. Kleshagni, destroy suffering. When Prabhupada, it looks like Prabhupada was suffering, but it was not. Like when he was going to US, he had 2 heart attacks. Prahalad Maharaj, looks like externally he is suffering, but all the sufferings internally was destroyed. Shubhada, all auspiciousness will start when you start doing pure devotional service. And Moksha Lagugrat, the pure devotee rejects even liberation. Because a pure devotee is happy even in a heaven or hell, unless until he is allowed to chant the holy name. I mean, he is doing devotional service. He is happy. Narayana Parasarvena Kudashina Bhipiti Swarga Apavargana Regeshu Api Tulyata Darshina. Narayana Parasarvena, a pure devotee of the Lord, doesn't bother Swarga Apavargana Regeshu. Even if he go to heavenly planet Swarga, Apavarga, he get liberation and go to spiritual planet, or Swarga Apavarga Narageshu, he go to hellish planet, don't bother. Because he want to do devotional service. And Sandrananda Visheshatma, so much bliss, so much happiness he'll get, and is rarely attained. Sudurlabha. Sudurlabha. Okay, very, very rare to get pure devotional service. And Sri Krishna Akarshani attracts even Krishna. Okay, any doubt in this? The 6 characteristics of pure devotional service? This will be given in the first chapter of Nectar of Devotion. I assume that preface and introduction you read, because what I told about Sanatana Goswami and Rupa Goswami is covered there. So you can know more about them by reading. But these are the topics to be discussed in detail. We'll come in detail to that, but just understand these are the 6 things of pure devotional service, characteristics of pure devotional service. Okay. Kleshagni, destroys suffering. Doesn't mean like all your sufferings gets over. No. I was reading. The government decides a criminal, or in the sense the judge decides a criminal to be punished. The same government or judge can even release the person. No? The authority is in them. Similarly, Krishna makes us suffer. In the sense, it's not Krishna, it's our own karma reaction coming, and we suffer. Krishna is a witness, or he is sanctioning it, yes. So, but the Lord can stop the suffering also, can change our karma, because he is above everyone. He's Asamurta, he's the supreme, right? So he himself can change our karma, the reactions. So when we start chanting Hare Krishna, what happens? All the past sinful reactions become crushed, burnt. That's the power of the holy name. The holy name can destroy all the sinful reactions of our so many janmas. Okay. Now, we are taking rebirth. Why are we taking rebirth? The main reason, okay, desires, thoughts, all that is fine. But the main reason is we take rebirth in the material world again and again because of our
Karmas, past karmas.
Karmas, especially papa karmas. Like if you do punya, you go to heavenly planets. But you take birth in the earth again and again because you have to undergo the suffering. And okay, you do a lot of sin, you go to hellish planet. Okay, so when you do a sin, what happens? The sinful reaction is waiting you. Okay, so that sinful desire is called bijam. Okay, you can see the small diagram here. The bijam means sinful desire. Like for example, a person wants to become rich in a shortcut way. So he planned to rob a bank. Okay, for instance. So that desire to rob a bank, that is called bijam. Sinful desire. But we don't get that desire, no? But why is that person getting the desire? Because of his past sinful life. He might be a robber in his previous life. That thoughts come in the mind. The mind intelligence and false ego has been traveling the subtle body with our soul from so many janmas. So that impression cannot go. You've seen in small kids, some kids are really good at instruments, some good at slokas, some are good at painting, some are good at very young age. It's all coming in the mind. The impression in the mind is coming from previous life. The desire is there. So similarly, sinful desires also is coming from our previous life. It's coming, it's there in us. To counteract that, we are actually chanting and doing all that. So the sinful desire will be like bijam in all of us. The desire is there. Now, when we do have the desire, because of the desire, what happens? You see the long arrow, the side, we do papa. Because you have a desire to rob the bank, that person went and robbed the bank. He robbed it. So that is papa. He did the sin. Now, when he did the sin, what happened? The reaction automatic. Every action has equal and opposite reaction. The reaction is everything. Now, that reaction can come either in this life or next life or after hundreds of life. That depends on Krishna. He decides. Okay. So now that reaction, so that means he robbed the bank, and because he covered all the CCTV cameras and all, he was not caught by the police. So again, next, he was not caught. That is called aprarabdha stage. That means unmanifest. You did sin. Sometimes we feel, no, this person is so sinful. Still, nothing is happening to him. He's living aram, say nicely. There's some big politicians, they do big crimes and they just escape the law. And we'll be like, what? He's been so sinful, and see what is happening. Because the reactions have not come yet, he will suffer, not in this life, next life he will suffer. So it is always good to hang a person to death if somebody have committed a murder or something abominable things. Because if he have done a murder and he is being not put hanged to death, what happens? That reaction will await him in next life. Better to finish him in this life and go. So one way the reactions are taken care here itself. So suffering in this life is good one way, because we don't have to suffer in the next life. And for devotees, Krishna sometimes speeden up the process of liberation, because you have to take so many janmas and undergo the suffering. Krishna will make you suffer in this life so that you can quickly go back to him. Don't take many janmas. So all of you understood sinful desire means what? What is the term for sinful desire?
Bijam.
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 Bijam means the desire to do the sin. So once you have the desire, you do the sin. That is papa. Okay, that is sinful action. You had the desire to rob the bank, he robbed the bank. Now, he will not suffer the reaction, or the robber is not yet caught by the police. That is aprarabdha stage, means unmanifested reaction. Now, later, so he'll take it for granted and he'll again rob another bank. So this time, he didn't escape. He was caught by the police. That is called prarabdha, or manifested reaction. So the person keep doing the sin again and again. At one stage, he'll suffer the reaction. Not in this life, some other life. The reaction will keep coming. Okay, purva janma kritam papam vyadi rupena jayate. Whatever papa we have done in our previous life will come manifest as a disease. Now, you've seen some children born with cancer, or born with blood cancer or whatever, born blind, born deaf and dumb. Why? Born. Did that child do any karma in this life? No, it's previous life karma coming. So just imagine, so much of sin that soul would have done. That's why at birth itself, so much suffering is coming. And the parents are also suffering because there's a shared karma between them. So these are the law of karma is very dangerous. Don't much think more about it. It's all in Krishna, Karmana, Devanetrena. Krishna takes care of it. But this is what happens to us. So prarabdha, you get manifest. So he got caught. Now when he gets caught, what happens? He'll suffer. He'll be put into the jail. So we suffer. Okay, the phala, the fruits will come. Now, if he didn't get caught, then what happens? He feel like doing the sin again and again. That's called kutam. Kuta means sinful disposition. Again and again, you feel like doing the sin because you never suffered the reaction. Now the law of karma is very strict. Now you do, what is this? What is it called? Karma comes back like a boomerang. You throw the boomerang comes to you. Or something like that. So you do something wrong to someone, immediately Krishna sees that the reaction comes. So sometimes it happens. But in case of Dhritarashtra, what happened? How did the karma come back?
It took 50 years.
50 years. For 50 years, he waited to have the punya to have 100 sons. And finally, on the 50th life, he became Dhritarashtra and all the sons were killed. Okay. So karma's reaction can come delayed or it can come early. It depends on the Lord. And it's in different stage. It can be in a bija form. So you have sown the seed of sin. Now that will fructify. Some rose plants come up in a weeks, but the bamboo trees will come after 5 years. So like that, some sinful reactions immediately manifest in this life. Some will come after so many janmas. Now, recently, a 21-year-old boy died because of brain tumor. So we were thinking, he's just started his life, 21 years. So why? Because some bad karma from previous life will come as a chronic disease. So that's it. So we should understand. But that boy was very fortunate because he had devotee parents. He had Harinam chanting when he left the body, and so many Vaishnavas around getting Mahaprasad of the Lord and so many things. So definitely devotee next life. But then whatever sin that soul have done from previous life, everything is finished and the reaction is being suffered. They suffered. So that suffering will come. But the shortcut is to take to Krishna consciousness. You take Krishna consciousness, what happens? All the sin done. Edagni shushrudaram shi karoti etamsi basmasa tatamat vishaya bhaktir utpedeva krishnasa. So Krishna tells to Uddhava, like how the fire can burn the firewood to ashes. Similarly, Bhakti, Krishna's Bhakti can burn the reactions of your karmic life. All the sinful reactions gets crushed. Okay, so that's the power of Bhakti. That's the power of devotional service. So whatever we does, even when you circumambulate Tulsi Marani, Yani Kani Chapa Pani Brahma Hatyadi Kani Cha. Tani Tani Pranashanti Pradakshina Padapuri. Every step you take around Tulsi Maharani, every step nullifies the reaction of killing a Brahmana. Now, killing a Brahmana is considered to be the highest of sin. Killing a cow is the highest, but above that is killing a Brahmana or a Vaishnava. Even that is taken care just by going around Tulsi Maharani. Okay, I know some of you live in flat and you don't have a nice Tulsi plant and all that, but somehow see in a balcony, there is a place where you keep Tulsi and go around it. Not like keep Tulsi in a corner and just keep watering it. No, you have to go around Tulsi Maharani because every step you keep, because we are suffering, we are taking rebirth because of our sinful reactions. Now we are suffering. So we have to nullify that in this life. By taking Ekadashi, by chanting holy name, all the sinful reactions are getting crushed. Okay, so Prabhupada mentions this initially, and now he comes to sadhana bhakti. So I'll start tell a little bit about this and we'll stop. So here sadhana bhakti means devotional service in practice. You're actually practicing devotional service. Okay, practicing. We are called sadhakas. We have sadhana sheet, no, where you have to fill like how many rounds, attending Mangaluru, all that thing. That is sadhana. We are actually doing devotional service and we are practicing it. Why are we practicing devotional service? Why are we practicing? For what reason?
So that one fine day it becomes instantaneous and spontaneous.
Yeah, what is that fine day called? Where? You're right.
Raganuga
At
Bhakti.
the time of death.
It's not just death. Beyond that, life after death. Prabhupada wrote a book. What happens after that? You practice, you become perfect, and then
They return back to Godhead, Mataji.
return back to Godhead. Very good. And then, what do we do there?
You become an eternal
So we are in
servant of the
a
Lord.
devotional service of Lord
Yeah,
even
we
after
do
that.
devotion service there. We chant the holy name in Nama, Parad, Nama, Pas, so that we reach Shuddha Nam and we go back to Godhead and we chant there perfectly. Why are we practicing here Kirtan? Why are we practicing cooking boga or garland making or whatever? All this we are practicing. Why? So that we become perfect and go back to Godhead and we do the same thing there. What do you think is happening in Vaikuntha and Goloka? The same thing. Devotees
Because
are around.
only the perfect people are allowed there.
Yeah, only the perfect. So that's why we are practicing to become perfect so that one fine day, any life, we don't know what Krishna plans, we go back to Godhead and we can eternally serve the Lord. What is happening in Goloka and Vaikuntha? The devotees are glorifying the Lord. There's kirtan, there's dance, there's pravachan, there's cooking for the deities, the garland seva, and all the seva, whatever service we are doing now here, it's all happening there also. Okay. We are practicing so that we become perfect and we go back to Godhead and we do devotional service there. Actual devotional service starts after liberation, it is said. Actual in the sense, seeing the Lord face to face. Okay, you in your spiritual form. Now we are in different bodies, but the soul, we are giving food to the soul, which is the chanting of the holy name, we're doing sadhana and all that. But that's all for perfection. So that we go back and we continue devotional service. So Anushilana means cultivation of devotional service. Very, very important. So we are doing Vaidhi Sadhana Bhakti. Sadhana Bhakti means devotional service and practice. There are two types. One is Vaidhi Sadhana Bhakti, means Bhakti under a spiritual master. Now, all of you came to Krishna consciousness. There might be one Prathamika Shiksha Guru, first person who told you how to chant, who told you more about ISKCON. Now, someone. That first person says something, and then you finally start practicing and all that. Then you surrender to a guru and you take shelter, you take initiation. And then the guru, and so before that only the guru says, like Prabhupada says, chanting the holy name. You have to chant 16, minimum 16 runs, following the regular principles. So under the guru's guidance, you're doing. That is called Vaidhi Sadhana Bhakti. As you keep doing Vaidhi Sadhana Bhakti, so initially you're forced, no, I still remember initially not able to get up at 4 a.m. So my Shiksha Guru Mataji keeps calling, get up, get up, get up. And then I snooze again, the mobile again gets up, somehow gets up, very difficult, push, push, push. No? So you keep doing, and finally you'll reach a stage where you're spontaneous. You automatically, some devotees don't even keep an alarm. Automatically they gets up at 4:35, 3:45, and then gets take bath and go for Mangaluru. Spontaneous. So that is called Raganuga Sadhana Bhakti. So first is Vaidhi Sadhana Bhakti, because under the spiritual master, you do it forcefully. And as you keep doing, what happens? You go to Raganuga Bhakti, where you're spontaneously doing devotional service. Okay, so this is Vaidhi Sadhana Bhakti. And we'll also see in the next few chapters about the 3 classes of devotees. Devotees can be 3 classes. That is Kanishta, Madhyama, and Uttama. Okay, we'll see who is who. I'm not, it looks a lot like a big philosophy. But this nectar of devotion, if you learn, you can take any class. You'll become a good preacher, because this is more about devotional service and bhakti and things like that. So this nectar of devotion classes of Srila Prabhupada, if you type in YouTube or Vani Source or Vanipedia, there are 45 classes on nectar of devotion. All the classes are in English. Why? Because Srila Prabhupada wanted his practicing Western disciples to understand bhakti or to practice bhakti. So it's other lectures might be in Hindi. That's for the public. And in public, you will never see Prabhupada's lectures on these things. Because for public, they will not understand what is sadhana bhakti. They don't even know what bhakti is. So never discuss nectar of devotion with non-devotees. They will not understand. It's only for practicing devotees. And Prabhupada took lecture on nectar of devotion in front of Rupa Goswami Samadhi in Vrindavan, in Radha Damodar temple. Okay, where he actually started to the west from there. So you can hear those lectures, very beautiful lectures, Srila Prabhupada. So he talks about 3 classes of devotees and eligibility for accepting and practicing, advancing in sadhana bhakti. We'll see all this later. Okay, so today we just understand what are the 6 characteristics of pure devotional service, and you should know what do you mean by pure devotional service, Anyabhilasha Shunya, and what is sadhana bhakti, means devotional service in practice, and there are 2 types. Vaidhi sadhana bhakti under the spiritual master, and Raganuga sadhana bhakti. It looks so complicated, but as you read, trust me, you will be able to understand. It's very easy, but you have to read. If you don't have the habit of reading, have a small group where you sit and read. Okay, read with devotees. So that will help you. Okay, this Bhava Bhakti I'm not taking now. This is just an overview. Okay, just an overview. We'll go in detail in every class. So this is did anyone attend Bhagavatam class today? Minister Prabhu's. He discussed the same thing today. No one?
Yes, Mataji.
Yeah, so this is the thing which Prabhu explained. The 9 symptoms of Bhava Bhakti. One is
Yes.
Apyartha Kalatva, not to waste time. Then perseverance, detachment, pridelessness, hoping against hope, intense eagerness, constant taste for chanting Namagana Sadaruchi, addiction to glorify Krishna's qualities, love to live in the Dham, Pritis Tadvasati Stale. So all these are the 9 symptoms of Bhava Bhakti. You can see this only in a pure devotee. Not to waste time. Srila Prabhupada never wasted any time. 10 p.m. to 12 a.m. he sleeps, and 12 a.m. to 4:30 a.m. he translates his Bhagavatam and all. And again Mangalardi, again Japa, and it's like 24 hours used. So not to waste time. Like the pure devotees are like that. We can't be like that. We can just take inspiration. If we sleep 2 hours, then what happened? The whole circadian rhythm, that 24-hour cycle gets imbalanced, and we can't be peaceful because we are not liberated soul. Yes, liberated souls. We are conditioned souls. Srila Prabhupada, even Rupa Goswami, Sanatana Goswami, they used to sleep 1.5 hours. You know how the Goswamis live? They live under each tree one day. Because they don't want to get attached to the tree. Just imagine if there is a tree and you nicely sleep under it, and then you make nice drawings on the tree or whatever, and then tie some nice cloths and everything. You get attached to the tree. So the Goswamis don't even want that kind of attachment. Just imagine their level of detachment. Now we can't copy them, but this is how the Goswamis lived. Tyaktva Turna Mashesha Mandalapati. So they are like that. So the Goswamis have written these books. So it's mainly for us, the practicing devotees. Okay. So on the background of this slide, can you see someone here? What is the picture? Or who's this sitting and writing? It's not so clear, but it's just a blurred image.
Rup Goswami
Yeah,
writing
Rupa
on his
Rupa
victory.
Goswami.
He's sitting and writing. And who's this girl coming?
Radharani.
Radharani.
What is that story?
Radha.
Why is she coming with a pot?
Sweet
Rupa
rice.
Goswami wanted to serve his brother Sanatan Goswami,
Sanatana
so
Goswami.
his guru. So he wanted to prepare sweet rice, but he didn't have the materials, Mataji. So to fulfill Rupa Goswami's desire, Radharani comes with the materials required for the sweet rice, Mataji. And then she prepares the sweet rice, and Sanatan Goswami and Rupa Goswami offers the sweet rice to Sanatan Goswami, and Sanatan Goswami, he eating that sweet rice, he becomes ecstatic, Mataji.
Yeah, and then he
He asks who would
he
Yeah.
scolded his brother, saying that why
we are
did you
supposed to give.
Radharani cook
Yeah.
for us? I mean, serve for us. We should serve for Radharani. So actually, Rupa Goswami didn't understand who that was Radharani, because that was a young small girl who came with milk and sugar and everything and said, Babaji, I have sugar, milk, all these things. Do you want? And Rupa Goswami is like, can you make sweet rice out of it? Because I am so busy writing all these books and I want to serve my brother. So Radharani, personally, she does this. And Rupa Goswami didn't even understand it was Radharani. It was like Yogamaya covering. And when Sanatana Goswami, after offering, had it, he fell into ecstasy and he felt this is not like a sweet rice made by a normal person. This is Radharani is cooking, or it's she who actually made. And then Rupa Goswami realized. And the thing is behind that is the philosophy is that the Lord is more eager to serve his devotee. The devotees want to serve the Lord, but the Lord is still more eager to serve his devotees. Okay, like for example, when Sudama came to Dwaraka, Krishna ran and Krishna washed Sudama's lotus feet with his own tears. Krishna didn't have to do it. He's the Supreme Lord, but he likes to serve his devotees. So similarly here, Radharani personally came here. And so just imagine Rupa Goswami's position, where Radharani herself came and served Rupa Goswami. So this Rupa Goswami is our guru. In the sense, when you see our Brahma Gaudiya Madhva, Brahma Madhva Gaudiya Sampradaya, when you see Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, then after that it's Rupa Goswami. So Rupa Goswami is our leader. As Bhakti Shastri students, he is our guru, or we are Rupanugas, we are following Rupa Goswami now. So just imagine our parampara, so glorious, no? Where the Goswamis, in the sense the Amanjaris of Radha Krishna Leela, these Goswamis, when they go to, many of you went to Radha Kund and Shyam Kund, right? When Chaitanya Mahaprabhu 500 years ago came there, it was fully covered. The Radha Kund and Shyam Kund could not be seen. It was paddy field. And Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, as Radha and Krishna, he knew that is Radha Kund and Shyam Kund, because he himself did the pastime. He himself made the kunta. So he sat there and with tears in his eyes, and he told Rupa Goswami and Sanatana Goswami, please re-excavate those places. So Rupa Goswami and Sanatana Goswami used to go to those places in Radha Kund and Shyam Kund, sit and meditate, and they feel, yes, this is the kunta. They called all the local villagers and said, please remove all the bad paddies from the paddy field, and there's a kunta, and there's a pool there. So they saw there was fresh water coming out. And there was two places, ponds. One was Radha Kund and Shyam Kund, and they built a ghat around it. And that's the present Radha Kund Shyam Kund. So this re-excavation of these places are all done by the Goswamis. So they are not normal souls. They are liberated great souls where they lived in Vrindavan. And you go to Vrindavan, you'll see all the samadhis of these Goswamis. There are 6 Goswami temples in Vrindavan, and the samadhis of these Goswamis are also there. Shri Rupa Goswami Samadhi is in Radha Damodar temple. Even Jiva Goswami Samadhi is there. Sri Sanatana Goswami Samadhi is in Radha Madan Mohan. So you go to all the Samadhis, you can see. So very, very beautiful place where, and in the Samadhi, the thing which shocked me was their japa beads. If you see the japa beads of Rupa Goswami are so big. Like one bead is all so small, but your one bead was so big, huge. And they used to chant millions of rounds, like so many rounds. So these Goswamis have given us these books. So try to read more and more. Okay, next class we'll see more about Nectar of Devotion, the first chapter. I expect all of you to read and come. The 6 symptoms of pure devotion service. I'll be asking more questions. This time all are silent, but I will not allow that. This is the thing you have to read. Kleshagni, that is each word, I mean, each of these 6 things, Prabhupada have given nice purports. Okay, and there's a nice explanation, 1 or 2 paragraphs. If you see destroying sins, sinful reaction, Prabhupada explains with example. I want with example. Okay, each one there is example. Prabhupada gives destroying sin, then Shubhata, all auspiciousness, and Moksha Lagugraj, or desire liberation, rarely attained, condensed bliss, and attract Krishna. So please read and come. Don't give any excuse. Mataji, we have a Bhakti Vriksha here, no? In this class.
Yes,
When does it
Mataji, we
happen?
have 3.
When is it happening? Who are the leaders? Who are the Bhakti Vriksha leaders?
Padma Shri Mataji is one of them.
Okay.
And Ekta Mataji is here. Ekta Mataji is one of them.
Then?
And one more I
One more?
forgot, Mataji.
Okay, anyway.
Pooja Mataji. Pooja and Jyoti Mataji.
Okay. But is it happening? The Bhakti Vrikshas are going on? If
Yes,
anyone
Mataji.
is not in the Bhakti Vriksha, please add them. Okay, please contact Nandita Mataji and please get into the Bhakti Vriksha, so that in Bhakti Vriksha, you can hear people, others reading. And you also take some 2 or 5 minutes to read 1 paragraph. So make everyone read, Mataji. Not like one person read and others are silent. Make everyone read one paragraph, so that they know the book thoroughly. Okay. Because I can't sit and make you read. So please read. Reading alone, it really requires a lot of push. Not easy. Not easy. And to be consistent, everyday reading. So unless you have the taste. So what you do, have a group and join. Whenever they are reading, just try to join with them and let them read. You listen first. And then when you get time, you also read. Okay. So along with them. So one paragraph, it won't be hectic also for devotees. And you, in that way, you can cover the whole chapter. Okay, Prabhupada has given so simplified nectar of devotion. The original nectar of devotion by Rupa Goswami is been converted by Balaswami Maharaj. Prabhupada's disciple have translated the whole book. It's very difficult to understand. There's a lot of Sanskrit verses. I'll share you the PDF, Mataji. Just remind me all the slokas of NOD. Okay, so that they can start memorizing. Yeah,
Mataji, you've already shared it. I shared it in the group last
already
week,
gave?
Mataji.
Okay,
Yes,
okay.
Mataji.
You can share the attendance link, Mataji. So
Yes,
try to learn the slokas, okay, understanding the meaning. Before that, try to read Nectar of Devotion. It just, you have to understand the basic terms, like devotion service in practice is sadhana bhakti. There are 2 types of sadhana bhakti: Vaidhi sadhana bhakti, practicing under spiritual master, and Raganuga sadhana bhakti, which is spontaneous. And also there is 6 characteristics of pure devotion service. And definition of pure devotion service: Anyabhilashida shunyam jnana karvada ramana anukulena krishna nishinam bhakti ruttama. No other desire except to serve Krishna. Yeah, abhilashida shunyam. Okay. Maybe next week I'll take 1 sloka after the class so that you learn. Hope you are marking the attendance. So you will not see the slokas in Nectar of Devotion, but you will see the same slokas quoted in Chaitanya Charitamrita. Because in Chaitanya Charitamrita also there is a chapter where Srila Rupa Goswami meeting Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. Also, there is a book called Teachings of Lord Chaitanya. Even there you can see. So here in Chaitanya Charitamrita, Madhya Leela also this verse is given. So you can go and search and read the purport which Prabhupada has given nicely. So in Madhya Leela, chapter 19, verse 167. Anyabhilashida shunyam jnana karmadi anavritam anukulena krishnanushilanam bhaktiruttama. That's one word, krishnanushilanam. So anyabhilashida shunyam. Very easy to learn the slokas, but you should practice daily. Don't keep towards the end. Oh, now I don't have exam. No, I'll study when near the exam. Will not work. Might be you can just vomit it, but you will not be able to retake. Start studying, understanding the meaning. Anya abhilashida shunyam. Anya abhilashida shunyam. Anya means any other. Abhilasha, the desire, shunyam, it's not there for a pure devotee. No other material desire. Jnana karmadi anavritam. Jnana and karma doesn't bind it. And anukulena means favoring Krishna anushilanam. Krishna anushilanam, favoring Krishna consciousness. Bhakti ruttama. Very easy sloka. Anyabhilashita shunyam. Jnana karmadi anavritam. Anukulena Krishna anushilanam. Bhakti ruttama. So in translation, Prabhupada says, when first class devotional service develop, one must be devoid of all material desires, knowledge obtained by monastic philosophy and fruitive action. The devotee must constantly serve Krishna favorably as Krishna desire. So it's a nice purport where Srila Prabhupada mentioned so many things where Krishna says, Manmana bhavamat bhakto. So we have to do it. Okay, so try to learn the slokas. Go for references from Chaitanya Charitamrita, where Prabhupada has given word-to-word meaning. See, Anyabhilasha means without desire, other than service of Krishna, or without material desires. Without desires other than for the service of Krishna. For service of Krishna, you can have desire. You can have desire to serve Krishna. That is not material, that is spiritual, transcendental. That's why we say temples are like Vaikuntha. Whatever desires we have in temple, our service, it's all transcendental. It's not for your benefit, it's not material. Without desires other than to serve the Lord. Okay, Siddharth Prabhu, Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna. Ananya Chintoyastamam is also the same, isn't it?
Ananya Shindayantoma means always chanting the Lord's holy name.
I mean, without
any other desire.
Thinking any other thing. Like, na Anya Chintoyastamam.
Yeah, no other desire. Such devotees also, Krishna says, Yoga Kshema Mahamya. Yes. So for such people also, Krishna takes care because they are also not thinking about anything. They are thinking about the Lord. Okay. And Ananya Chintayantama. Yes. So no other thought except to serve Krishna. That's also for a pure devotee. A pure devotee have no other desire except to serve Krishna. When Srila Prabhupada went to the West, he went because a spiritual master said. He went because Krishna's name can be spread. So he didn't have any material desires for it. Okay, so always thinking about the Lord. And no other desire except to worship the Lord or do service to the Lord. Okay. Anything to add or anything? Any questions? Okay, so try to memorize this sloka for next week. Anyabhilashidaashu niyam jnana karvati anavritam anukulyena krishnanushilam bhakti ruttama. If you take one week, one sloka, then it's easy. I think only 4 slokas to memorize. So 1 week, 1 sloka, very easy to learn. Don't keep all the slokas towards the end. It's going to be difficult. So 1 whole week you meditate on this sloka. In the sense, have a sloka notebook, write this sloka, practice it, hear it again and again. I'll send the audio. Keep hearing and then practice. Then understand the meaning. That's very important. This is for pure devotees, okay? And then you study about the 6 features of pure devotional service, which is Kleshagni, taking away all the distress from us, Shubhada, giving all auspiciousness, Sandrananda Visheshatma, that is complete bliss, and Moksha Lagugrit, it makes even liberation very insignificant. Then Krishna Akarshni, it attracts even Krishna. Okay, Sudurlabha, very, very rare to get pure devotional service. Okay, I think we can stop here. I'll send the marks to Mataji. Okay. So please concentrate more on nectar of devotion. It's not like Bhagavad Gita. You would have heard Bhagavad Gita in and out here and there, but nectar of devotion might be a new book for you. There might be devotees. Is there anyone who didn't do level 3? Is there anyone who directly came to Bhakti Shastri without doing level 3? Because you can do like that if you're chanting 16 rounds and that. Some of you are outside students, not from ISKCON Mangaluru. In the sense, some of you have done level 1, level 2, level 3, and then come to Bhakti Shastri.
Mataji,
I came straight from level 2, Mataji.
Yes, same thing. I did half of level 3.
Such devotees, it will be little difficult because in level 3, they're already nectar of devotion would be covered once. Okay, those who have not done level 3, you need to put little more effort because others would have once heard about all this once. Because in a capsule form, they would have learned. Because in level 3, they teach nectar of devotion, nectar of instruction, and Ishopanishad. But it was Navanishta Prabhu's special mercy. He says, no, they are all sincere students who are chanting 16 rounds, following everything, take them directly to Bhakti Shastri. But the negative thing was, they were not, I have seen so many students struggling because they have not seen or heard about nectar of devotion. Because they have not, but actually, when you take first initiation, you're supposed to read nectar of devotion. But then they just read the in a glimpse, not in a detailed form. So in level 3, they'll learn a little bit. So those who have not learned, sit and read once. This book is very dear to Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu because it was written by Rupa Goswami, and these advices are given by Mahaprabhu. It's not that Rupa Goswami just like that wrote. Rupa Goswami heard from Mahaprabhu, who's Krishna himself. Prabhupada says, no, Prabhupada sits in near that his kitchen in Radha Damodar temple. He opened the small window when Prabhupada is having prasadam, there's Rupa Goswami Samadhi. So there's a picture where Rupa Goswami appears in front of Prabhupada and dictates. So Prabhupada said, I didn't write nectar of devotion. It's Rupa Goswami himself who came and explained. So just imagine that Sanskrit book, original book, Prabhupada took a lot of time and translated to English and made so easy for us. So we should take advantage of it and learn the Goswami books. And this is all for practice actually. This will help us in our own sadhana. Okay, so try to read and try to memorize this sloka for next week. Okay, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. So at the end of Bhakti Shastri, I expect some of you to take initiation because now we made it strict that only after Bhakti Shastri you take initiation. So those who are ready, please let us know. Not now. Once you finish Ishopanishad, I expect at least some of you to take initiation. Okay.
Hare Krishna Mataji, I have one question.
Yes, Mother.
Yeah, who is giving the initiation? If somebody wants to take initiation, who is giving it?
What, Mamta Mataji?
Yeah, who is going to give the initiation? Namnishta Prabhu or Jayapataka Maharaj?
Which one? Shiksha Guru?
Yes. No. Who is going to give the initiation, Mataji?
Initiation, that is His Holiness Jayapataka Swami Guru Maharaj. Namanishta Prabhus are Shiksha Guru. He is not a Diksha Guru.
So do you have to be present there?
Huh?
Do you have to be present there for the Diksha, or because some people cannot go to Mayapur, right?
I'm not able to get you.
I'm saying that for the Diksha, do you have to be present? It can it be done on the Zoom or something like that? Sometimes
online Diksha is also there, and online is also available. Okay. So, and then before that, you have to take a shelter form, and after 6 months, you apply for initiation. So those who have not taken shelter, you can take shelter. It's just a formality where you send your papers to the JPS office. It's like you're chanting 16 rounds, following their 4 regulative principles for a few years, 1 or 2 years, and then you fill that shelter form and send to us. And then, first you have to take shelter.
Yeah, my dilemma is that because I have taken the shelter of Gopal Krishna Maharaj for so many years.
Then you should take initiation from him only,
But he's not here. He just passed away, right?
No, his disciples. You can take from his disciples. If you have taken shelter from one guru, you have to go through that guru only, through his disciples. You can't change the gurus.
But the thing, the Gopal Krishna Maharaj wrote in his book.
His disciples will be there.
We can take Jayapataka too. That's what it's written there. I think, if I'm not mistaken, somebody mentioned.
You have to reapply for a shelter again. For that, again, I don't know the procedure. Might be you have to take an NOC from someone, because it's like you've already taken shelter from a guru, and it's not like the guru's not there. He's always there. It's just that he's not manifested in his material form. He's already liberated soul. He's already there. So his disciples can do it because even now His Holiness Jayapataka Swami Maharaj cannot travel everywhere. His disciples are giving the beads. Maharaj is there blessing, but the beads are given on the sense that ceremony is conducted by the disciples. So it's not like it's a guru tattva. Means it's not like this guru, that guru, all are one. It's all connected to Prabhupada. So, but then the procedure, once you've taken shelter from someone, the database is still there with them. So you can't change gurus just like that. But just go through your Shiksha gurus or your centers there through that temple. I don't know the real formalities of GBC. Okay. Others, please try to apply for shelter, because we are disciples of His Holiness Jayapataka Swami Maharaj. So we are connected more to the JPS office.
Yes.
Others, those who like to take from other gurus, you can approach their disciples and go through them. But why I'm telling is, so that once you do Bhakti Vaibhav, initiation is compulsory, in the sense to get a Bhakti Vaibhav certificate, you have to be initiated. Okay. You can attend the class, nothing wrong in attending the class, but to get the certificate, you should be initiated. Not Bhakti Shastri. Bhakti Shastri can be taken before initiation. Okay, Hare Krishna, I think we can stop here.
Hare Krishna.
And Nandita Mataji, those who just give me the names, those who are interested in shelter, I can send the forms and we can just keep it ready. Okay, it's not like, and I can take them for initiation training. Initiation training is happening in the English department, where there are some senior devotees who train you for initiation. Like there are some questions asked before the interview, and what are the books you're expected to read, and what are the things you should do. So the initiation training happens because we don't want devotees to fail in the interviews. Interviews are going to be tough nowadays, because they want only sincere devotees to go to the guru. Because once you take initiation, the karma goes to the guru, nullifies your karma. So it's very, very great responsibility for the guru to accept the disciple. So you should be sincere and serious. When you become serious, the Lord in your heart as Chaitya Guru comes out as guru. It's not like we decide when to take initiation. It's Krishna who decides actually and brings the guru to us. Just but it's always nice if you take initiation and take shelter of a guru. Okay. Alone, we can't cross the ocean of material existence. But if we have a boat with a captain as your guru, Srila Prabhupada, the Parampara, then they'll pull us. It's going to be easy for us. Okay, Hare Krishna, Vancha Kalpatarupesha, Kripa Sindhu Evacha, Paritana Pavani.
Pavani Vaishnavibhyo Namo Namaha.
Thank you,
Hare
Mara.